My name is Ryan Levi Ploughe. I'm here at WJ Titan, and this is In the Lab. Today we're going to discuss GD&T and its Rule 1 and Rule 2, and how it applies to measurements and its impact on prints. So let me start with talking about what GD&T is. It stands for General Dimensioning and Tolerancing. It's a universal language for print design that allows for clear and concise communication between designer and those who have to actually measure the parts on what they want and what they're trying to imply. Before the standard existed, people would put things on prints and make notes, and it was all hand-drawn and drafted. As technology developed, people decided to make a universal language for people to understand. Took things from like, well, I want to know how round that hole is, or I want to know how circular that hole is, and it became something like circularity. Same thing with straightness on a cylinder or on a surface. So GD&T Rule 2, we'll start with that first, came into existence in the 1994 edition of ASME Y 14.5. Because prior to that, engineers would have to denote something of regardless of feature of size. It used to be RFS, and then it became an S captured inside a circle the same way you see NMC and LMC. Now, if it's not explicitly defined, all features are considered regardless of feature size. That's GD&T Rule 2. So now we're going to discuss GD&T Rule 1. Rule 1 is really important, and a lot of people aren't aware of what it actually does to a print. It states that if form is not defined explicitly on a print, then that means that the form of the feature is controlled by its material state in regards to its feature of size. Now what that means is, unless it explicitly states a form control, like circularity or cylindricity, it means that the feature of size actually dictates how much form is allowed on said feature. As an example, what that means is if you have a hole on a print that has a nominal size of 1 inch plus or minus half an inch, that means that that feature has to have perfect form at half an inch because it's considered its most material. Now, as it gets away from maximum material, moving towards 1 inch and 1.5 inches, the feature is allowed to deviate on form, but it's still constrained by its allowable size. Now, I know I talked about a lot of things, I know it's kind of technical, so if anybody has any questions or comments or would like to have an open discussion, drop a comment below or visit our website and send us a message.